Welcome back, friends and fans, to Alan Wake. Last we left, we are just about to meet up with our kidnapper of Alice, to be more specific. I'm looking for a change of pace in what I'm driving here. I guess what can I say? I am now cruising. Holy cow! What is this, Need for Speed or Alan Wake? Bro.
I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now. Outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back, or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive.
For a second, I thought he was just like shrunken for some reason.
I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
What a jerk.
Wake, where the hell are you?
Hey, there he is.
Plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around by you.
You want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Oof.
Hello? Hello? Ah! I'm gonna kill him.
All right, well, let's It
was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
I was gonna say, let's get to Mirror Peak, but okay. Maybe I just need to whether or not that was the intended conventional way or what. Regardless, it's what I did. Oh, hey, look. Thermos. I've missed at least a handful of these. No doubt about it. Also, you guys don't know this. I'm glad the audio is working. The last episode, I panicked. For some reason, the audio for the entire episode didn't get recorded, and I have no idea why. Like, no indication was made that no indication through like my recording software or anything was made to lead me to believe that nothing was being recorded. And so what I had actually done was I found another recording of someone else playing through the game with no commentary. And they all got something to say in their videos. Gosh, who do these people think they are? Thinking they got important commentary to give throughout their game, right? Whoopsies. But yeah, I just matched the sound of someone else playing through with my own game, and I was actually shocked because there were a couple of times where I actually didn't have to change anything. But yeah, some things you could definitely tell don't match up, and I was trying so hard to get things to match up. And so yeah, sometimes they would, sometimes they didn't. That's all right. It worked for one episode. Hopefully it never happens again, but yeah, I panicked, and it took me, I stayed up till about like 3 a.m. just trying to get it to work. And where I have my episodes launching at 4 a.m. Every week, I was on a bit of a time crunch, but I got it
The only way
done.
to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
I got it done, and that's what matters. I've forgotten how to, boost the light with the car. That doesn't matter, because I'm about to run all over. Ah. Doing some victory donuts. Speaking of freaking donuts, dude, I have been aching for a sweet treat, because I've mentioned this before in a previous episode, but yeah, my wife and I are doing 75 hard, which if you're just tuning in and you're new, whatever, 75 hard is a kind of fitness for life program that involves a series of tasks mandatory throughout the day. Gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh. Oh, gosh. Dude, get freaking dunked on. Oh, okay, never mind. I spoke too soon. And you know, I'm just trying to get into better shape. Not that I'm in bad shape, but I definitely just don't like how I look. And you know, obviously with any strict regimen that one must follow, no sweets. And it was so funny. I was like, there's got to be like some sort of, I don't know, healthier alternative to the sweet tooth, how to satiate it. And I was looking towards like the carnivore diet, because I used to be on that too. And I was like, carnivore diet, sweet tooth remedy, you know? And someone straight up suggested just like, oh, just freeze butter in some bacon grease, and then cut it into small little like 1 inch by 1 inch slabs, and have that as your little tasty treat. And I was like, batch, no. Like, I'm not just gonna eat butter with bacon grease to satiate my sweet tooth. It was fine, you know, like I eventually got over my little sweet tooth craving. But I forgot what I was even talking about. I had a sweet tooth and whatnot, but I was doing my exercises for today, and I'm like trying to sit as still as possible, because I actually hurt myself pretty bad. And it's stupid, because obviously no one intentionally tries to hurt themselves. Yeah,
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
someone was leaving them here for me. I've been pretty upset the fact that my body has been so prone to injury despite how well I take care of it. I mention this all the time to friends and family that there are people out there who just sit on their butt all day, all night, never leave their room, and seemingly have nothing wrong with them. And it just bothers the crap out of me because, yeah, I'm doing the exact opposite. I am doing 2 exercises a day, not eating any crap, and yet I just continuously have my body give out on me despite my best efforts. I don't know why I'd waste an entire flashlight and a half on these bigger guys. Like, if I can do a flare, I will. Like, that just seems like common sense. Anyway, so I hurt myself doing an exercise today, and it was brought about not out of like curiosity or just like, oh, I was being dumb. No, it was I had genuine reason to be trying this exercise, and what it is kind of like a front squat, but instead of having the weight sit on your collarbone, you actually have the barbell in your kind of like armpit crease, which is anatomically called the cubital fossa, and or fossa cubitalis if you're into the original wording. My reasoning for trying said exercise came about because my wife had a clogging competition over this last weekend, and one of the contestants, bless her heart, she fell on stage, twisted her ankle real nasty. Her husband came up and picked her right up from the stage, carried her in his arms, and got her off stage swiftly and effortlessly, and I thought that was fantastic. And, you know, it's the same dynamic that I have with my own wife. And so I thought to myself, if me and my wife are similar to these people in the same fashion, am I capable of doing the same as lifting my wife up in the event that she cannot stand up or
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Yes, switch to pump action shotgun. That's much nicer. So yeah, I thought to myself, like, am I able to do that? Am I able to lift my wife up if she were unconscious, if she were injured, just like in the event of an emergency? Could I pick my wife up too? And so that was the purpose of this exercise. And I was actually doing very well. Ooh. I was actually doing very well. The weight was seemingly easy for me. Even though it was going just fine, I got through several reps, about 3 sets. I set it down just that one last time. And my mid-back lit up like a freaking Christmas tree. And it bothered the heck out of me because, you know, again, I'm a very healthy, active man. And my body fails me. And it really pisses me off. It upsets me. This shouldn't be happening to me. I do what I can to take care of myself. Oh, great. I'm almost out of pistol ammo. See, this is what I get for wandering around. Anyway, sorry guys, I'm just going on a huge spiel. Oh my goodness. I am surrounded. Woohoo! Ouchie. Hey, hey, hey! Yeah. We are in the thick of it for sure.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
Could really go for some pistol ammo at the moment.
The place was dead. A ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
No, not a century. These cars are way too recent for a century. Oh gosh. Yo! Oh, fantastic. Alright. I mean, I guess if this house was able to sink into the ground that much. Maybe close to a century, but I don't think a full century. Ow! Easy. But I wasn't expecting that. Oh, gosh. Yes! Oh, you're not dead? What's this? Destroyed 20 poltergeist objects. That's good. I didn't realize I had destroyed so many. I never understand, though, I never understand the trophies from some of these games that are just, like, simple progression trophies that you can't help but get because they're just that easily obtainable. Like, the whole point of trophies originally was to show that you are the type of gamer capable of achieving. Made the train engine run out of steam. That's poetic. You are the type of gamer capable of achieving something truly difficult in the video game you're playing. And so when like 90% of the trophies that you can get in a game are just from like things that you would clearly run into during your casual playthrough. I don't know, what's the point of the trophy then? Hello?
Anything outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake. using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
So part of me, and oh no, I don't want to do that. Just give me some pistol ammo, man. I don't want to get rid of my shotgun. It's a nice gun. There we go. I'll be honest, you guys, I've actually kind of forgotten much of this game. I mean, like I said, the last time I played this, it was like 2013. The game came out in 2010. I played this on, I think, Xbox 360, maybe? I can't remember. But I don't remember this part. I'll
The
be
kidnapper had
honest.
sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
Plot twist, it's actually just Alice with a bad attitude. I'm going to try and at least not use all of my flare ammo, because
Birds.
the last thing that I want to do is end up in some sort of boss fight. And dude, Alan, you don't have the availability to be running out of breath at the moment. He's like on a bridge breaking under his feet, and he's like, oh, I'm just so tired. Yeah, brother, you're gonna be dead. Be tired all you want, but knees to chest, brother. Yeah, I mean, this game coming out all that time ago. Tunnels go to Cauldron Lake. Huh?
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
Well, that's not nice. There are a lot of these newer games that I'm looking at, looking into getting and such, and it's hard because I'm having to delegate my time between Helldivers and anything else. I got Black Myth Wukong, and I still haven't even touched it because I've just been playing Final Fantasy VII. This, one of the new games that's coming out, or that is out now.
I gotta get out of here.
That is out now, is this game called The First Berserker, or First Berserker Kazan, I think is what it is. But yeah, a game came out this month, First Berserker, and it looks really good. A bad game. But, oh gosh, oh. You, heifer. Ooh, that was close. So anyway, that game came out this month, and I just saw a YouTube recommendation of the entire game's playthrough already with a no-hit run. What? The game just came out, and people are already good enough at it to do an entire run not getting hit. That's insane to me.
I have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
I don't think anyone should just be so good at a game that within the same week of the game's release, they can pull off something like that. If the game is good, by all means, get good at it. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too critical, too cynical. I just think that's wild that within the week of this game's release, people can just be already this good at it. And meanwhile, I'm like, I don't know. I'm a decent gamer. I could never be that good. There better be something good over here. Flare gun ammo, batteries.
Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
You know, it's, oh, there's a ladder. I'm dumb. It's, a funny thing I try to do each episode. I try to come up with the episode's title during my episode playthrough. So, like, during this entire time, I've been thinking about, you know, what inspirations I can get from my interactions with the game, to the people in this episode, to the type of enemies that I face, you know, that sort of thing. And, you know, I'm supposed to be going to Mirror's Peak. That's the goal of this episode, is I need to get to Mirror's Peak. And sometimes I think I'm entirely original with some of the things I come up with, you know, a bit of sourcing from this and that, a bit of sourcing from this and that, nothing super crazy, but sometimes, yeah, I think I'll be entirely original, only to find out that the working title that I have, in fact, you know, are you serious? I just dropped the flare. But yeah, I always seem to come to find out that the working title that I have is an entirely other game already. For instance, one of the oh gosh, how did you even get next to me? A title for this episode that my brain just came up with. Holy cow, that
Shit.
just about killed me. I was like, okay, I'm going to Mirror's Lake. I need to come up with a, there we go. I heartlessly attack stacked cans. That's funny. I'm beating around a bush. I came up with Mirror's Edge. Mirror's Edge. And that is already a fully existing, functional, fun game. It's already a thing. Provides me with some decent ammo. I'm tired of getting both this and the second game are just relentlessly giving me the ammo that I don't want at all. I have a feeling something's up there, a collectible. But seeing as how I don't have the means to be nonchalant with my resources. There's a thermos up there. I saw it. Don't worry. I don't have the means to be nonchalant with. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm gonna die. It still does look like a Skyrim kill cam. Like, that's so funny to me. Whoa, when did I get all this pistol ammo? Are you serious? How long have I had this for? Had it this whole time and you guys didn't even tell me? Rude. Ooh. Gimme you. Tom. Ooh. Cynthia Weaver and Thomas Zane. I miss you, Tom. Tom. I cursed you. Oh. Just progressively getting worse and worse. Oh, yes. Pistol ammo. Shotgun ammo. Ah. Finally. The game's listening to me. Right as I pick up hunting ammo. Ooh. Oh, I still got him. Cool. You're not deserving of a flare. Lamb. And sure, you guys probably thought I was scared. Nah, I ain't scared. Wonder if I would have still fallen if I stayed on the outskirts like that. Oops. Come here, my pretty. I know I can look at like statistics to see how many of those thermoses I've picked up, but it's almost like checking.
See Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
It's almost like looking at your grades when you know you have
I was close now. I had to get there fast.
some
I
missing
dreaded what I would find.
assignments or assignments with like a low grade. There's a little fear when checking your grades.
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! I'm sorry. Please, it's late. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she...
What? You don't have my wife? Color me shocked. Did you see that? Oh, you guys. What on earth could it possibly be? Who knows? I also just barely came up with this episode's title. And you're gonna have already read it, but that's okay. Well, alright, you guys. Thank you for watching. This has been exciting as always. Game's progression is reeling me in every single time I stop. I just want to keep going. I hope you guys feel the same way too. And heck, if you do, well then, I'll see you next time on Dragon Ball Z.